I'm here today with Adam Moorcroft, the captain of AFC Liverpool, ahead of today's big game against Pilkington. So Adam, how did you find the game later on the season, or the start of the season?
It was a tough game. I think we went 1-0 down and we came back in the last 15 minutes or so to win 2-1. So it's always been a tough game when I've played against these a few times. So I'm expecting more of the same today, probably a tight one.
Do you imagine it would change much playing, obviously, at Marine, the home grounds?
Always better at home, definitely better at home, but it's a similar surface. They've got a 4G there as well. So I'm expecting to be some game. Lots of football played on the floor. They're a good footballing team, and we like to try that as well. So I think it'll be similar.
Can you share a memorable experience you've had so far at AFC Liverpool?
I think going away to the Isle of Man, playing, getting the flight over with the squad and the management team, and then when the fans and stuff go out there with you, you see them in the pub afterwards and just actually meeting them and chatting with them. I think that's probably the most memorable things that we've had.
How do you handle setbacks, like with playing for AFC Liverpool, obviously, if like defeats or wins, how do you handle that?
We've got it's tough, especially when you work. I'm working tomorrow, for example, so it's tough when you're trying to go to work and you're annoyed after losing. But we've got a good group of lads and Staffo and the rest of the management team are always lifting us back up. And we're not the best team in the league, so we are going to lose games, and it's just how you bounce back, and the quicker you can do, the better.
Do you think ever your games affect how your weeks go with working, having jobs, getting injured, or anything, for example?
I don't think it affects. Yeah, I've not, luckily, touch wood, not had any injuries that have affected me in work. I don't think the NHS would be very happy with me then. But yeah, it certainly puts you in a bit worse of a mood. But it's good, especially at the start of the season when you've got midweek games on a Tuesday and Wednesday in work, and then you're going straight to the match. It's good, actually, get you through the day a bit more.
What are your aspirations for the rest of the season in football?
So we're just in the top half at the moment. We want to make sure we stay there and want to push as high as we can. We've got a lot of home games left, so there's no reason why we can't get quite a lot of home wins. And push higher than that at the moment.
Have you got any personal goals you'd like for football?
I scored 9 goals last year, so I need 3 more to match that. So from my point of view, I'd like to do the same, but it depends, because sometimes I'm holding midfield, sometimes instead of forward. So it's hopefully I get some chances to get 3 more before the end of the season.
Best of luck in the season.
Thanks very much, mate. Thank you.
I'm joined with AFC Liverpool assistant manager McShane today. And how do you think the rest of the season should go for you?
I think we've had a really good start. We're in mid-table. We had a little look at the start of the season, and we would have been happy with mid-table or a little bit higher than where we finished last year. So yeah, we've got a really good run in. We've got a few tough games coming up, pretty much against all the top sides. So we've got a little bit of a say in the title race to say if we can take points off them. So yeah, we'd like to finish as high as we can, and hopefully we'll get in around 8, 9. I think that'll be a very good season for us.
And how long have you been at the club for?
So this is my 2nd season now. I came in the start of last year alongside Phil and Jack, who's the opposing manager, I should say, today. And yeah, so good 18 months.
And can you share a memorable experience you've had so far with AFC Liverpool? 2 seasons.
God, there's been quite a few. I think the Isle of Man the other week, when we scored in the 98th minute, they were on a very good, rich vein of form. I think that's been quite good. To be fair, going to Bury, places like that's been a little bit of an eye-opener for the lads as well.
Would you say this is how you expected the season to go so far?
I don't know if I'd say expected. We've had some really good results. We've had a few bad results as well. So, the consistency hasn't really been there. But yeah, I think we're probably in a position where we should be.
How do you think today went for all?
I think it was a good performance. Tough game, but to keep a clean sheet in any game in this league is always good. So I think credit to the defence, and I think overall probably just about deserved it.
What do you think you've done today that was better than other games that went you to win the game?
I think the defence was really solid. We didn't push up too much. We kept our shape when we needed to. And I thought Harry was a safe pair of hands and made a great save at 1-0. So I'd credit the defence today.
Who was your man of the match of the game?
Probably Nathan at left back. Thought he was really good. Their right wingers are one of their best players, and he kept him relatively quiet. and you see them in the last minute sprinting back, so I'd give it Nathan.
Now, how do you keep yourself calm and maintain the 1-0 lead? Obviously, and ended the second half, the first half, sorry, a little bit better, I'd say.
Yeah, at 1-0 it's always dangerous. I think they had a sim in when we went to 2-0, which helps a little bit, and then we were on top, and then just closing the game out. We're always going to have spells, but I think overall we managed the game well, better than we have in other weeks, so it was good to see that today.
Do you now think that you'll get to 10 goals this season better than last season?
Maybe. I need to take a few more shots, and then maybe I'll get there.
Okay, right. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Hi, so I'm here with Carl, part of the AFC Liverpool's management team. First of all, congratulations on your 2-0 win. What do you think was the main factor for your win this afternoon?
I think overall, I think a collectiveness in relation to how hard the lads work together off the ball. That will probably give us the foundation to obviously get the 3 points, which is obviously pleasing from the stuff that we've done over the last few weeks, and we've had a few near misses, but obviously to get over the line has been brilliant today.
Yeah. So who would be your man of the match and why?
I thought there was a couple of really good. I think ultimately, all of them from 1 to 16 were really good. I thought Nathan Giblin was outstanding today at left back, and then Adam Moorcroft in the middle of the pitch. Obviously, capped with an unbelievable goal to get us at 2-0 and sort of give us a bit of breathing space. But then two for me were really right up there. Maybe Nathan just for his energy levels and keeping some really good players up there. Maybe Nathan for me.
Yeah. And what would you take from this game and put it into the next game? Is there anything that kind of stood out to you? Be like, yeah, we can do that next time.
I think the basis of what we've been talking about in training, being nice and compact when we're out of possession and working hard. I think we've conceded a few late goals over the last few games, so it's always a worry when that happens. But I think that the hard work and the togetherness with the boys, that's your foundation. They're like your non-negotiables that we need to keep sort of striving towards, and then obviously we can build on them.
Mm-hmm. And how do you keep yourself calm and maintained knowing that you were 1-0 up so early on in the game?
Yeah, it's always tough, and obviously Pilkington had a couple of good chances towards the end of the second half. At the end of the first half, and we were today we finished the half strong at the last 10 minutes. But I think it's just about constant messages that we're saying to the lads to keep doing what we're doing, and obviously, and that's where it gets us over the line.
And finally, what are your hopes for the rest of the season for the team and yourself?
I think for us, it's just to keep going and see where it takes us, and that's really important for us, just to get to the level. And with a young group, we keep training all the time, but just keep building bricks, building blocks all the time, and hopefully we can keep this group together and just keep building all the time. And no, we're not giving any we need to finish here, we need to finish there. Take each game as it comes and see how we finish.
Hi, today I'm joined with Jack from the Pilkingtons. How do you feel coming back to AFC Liverpool today?
It was nice to come back and obviously see a few familiar faces. I spent 2 seasons here, so it was a bit of a weird feeling at first, obviously being in the opposition dugouts and change rooms, but it was nice to come back. Obviously it's a shame about the result for us, but yeah, it was nice to see some familiar faces.
Yeah, and today, unfortunately you did lose 2-0. How do you think your team could have done better?
It's always hard starting a game and conceding in the first 10 minutes. I thought we started the opening proceedings okay, and then to concede when we did, then got to pick yourselves back up, and then towards the end of the half, the last 15 minutes, I thought we should have probably equalised with the chances that we created, but it was disappointing. Then second half again, I thought the first 15 minutes we give AFC far too much possession and chances, and then we conceded just as we made 2 substitutions in the sim bin, so that kind of killed us in that respect. And we ended the game positively, but again it's a little bit too late. That's the thing for us, is we've been trying to find consistency in our performances for 90 minutes, and again we've performed well for 15 minutes in the first half and 10-15 minutes in the second half, but for me that's not enough to win the game, so that's where the disappointment is.
Yeah. How do you think the Pilkingtons can do in the rest of the season?
Well, our aim is to stay in the division, so we've got 11 games left now and we're aiming to win at least 3 of them. And again today, if you take your chances, it could be a different story, but we've got to be a little bit more difficult to beat at times. Like I say, conceding early on in games, that's got to stop. But hopefully, like I say, we can get those wins in the next few weeks. That will hopefully keep us in the division. We can build on towards next season.
Yeah. And how do you feel your responsibility has changed now that you're a manager?
It's obviously you're in charge of everything, and obviously you've got that professionalism is massive to make sure that the players follow suit, and you have to make sure that everything is done and organised to obviously the extent that we wanted to for the players to actually respond to that. So I enjoyed the responsibility and things like that. So obviously there's been some learning curves this season with your first job at this level, but I think we've managed it quite well. I'm enjoying it. I just enjoy winning a few more games at the moment.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, thank you, Jack.
No worries at all.